What is Bitlayer?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much to having me here. Great to be in London. Great studio. Great to talk with you in person again. So Bitlayer journey started from last year, right in the wave of the inscription or Ordinals summer. We never see such a big, interesting community and the builder vibe back to Bitcoin. And it gets me excited. Also, there was a lot of issues with Bitcoin getting very congested, people paying crazy amount of gas fees, doing those crazy mint, and a lot of garbage UTXO being generated, right? So it gets me thinking, is this the future of Bitcoin we want to enter into, right? And now, so we see some interesting proposal being came up by some researchers in the Bitcoin community, including BVM. So BVM is a very interesting way to open up this potential for Bitcoin verification. So that's kind of our vision. We want to provide a new feature to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was digital gold, it's a store of value, and now we are potentially entering into the second phase of Bitcoin. We call this Bitcoin finality. So basically transactions, with all kinds of DeFi, protocols, all things, the transaction can be settled back to Bitcoin. So in the history of Bitcoin, there was multiple attempts. Companies like Lightning, Stacks, Rootstock, all try to scale or bring the programmability on Bitcoin. They didn't really hit too much, traction in the past, right? And I think key reason was they didn't have the Bitcoin finality. The transaction happening on all those old attempts only settled on the sidechain. So BVM vision, Bitlayer vision is we want to build the first true native Bitcoin layer 2, and to achieve the Bitcoin finality. So how to achieve the Bitcoin verification is the engineering challenge we're working on. So yeah, I think right now up to this moment we have a lot of traction on the mainnet V1. We are about 1 or 2 months away from our V2 launch that we can actually achieve the Bitcoin verification, Bitcoin finality. That's the key first principle importance for to bring this new feature to Bitcoin ecosystem. We are very excited to launch that and bring that to the community.
And that Bitcoin finality was never really achieved in these other attempts that you mentioned, Lightning and Stacks, and that's the ultimate holy grail.
It's the important thing to move the needle to achieve this trustless programmable environment for Bitcoin, right? So we can really unlock a lot of TVL of Bitcoin assets from non-yield bearing assets, just like a gold, to yield bearing real financial assets that can tap into all kinds of DeFi protocol like lending, stablecoin, all kinds of primitives.
You said that the Bitcoin OGs are kind of suspicious of some of these plays because they don't know if they can trust the bridges and if there's finality, and some of those guys are thinking, okay, it's always going to be a separate side chain. It's never going to be really settled on Bitcoin. That's the ultimate problem to solve, and also to convince them that it can be done?
Yeah, I think the OGs want things in the trustless environment, right? They don't want socially have to trust the multi-signature, which is they have 2/3 or the majority of the signers. That's the trust assumption. It's difficult to really get the needle, right? And I think there was a lot of people kind of trying to say, oh, Bitcoin should have any use cases, which was actually not the case after Ordinals came out, right? People really came up with a lot of interesting solutions, and we see the demand from the community from last year. So there's product market fit there from the retail communities. And now OGs now exploring how we can do, without sacrificing, giving away their keys, their assets to other third parties, to access to native Bitcoin yield and access to trustless environment of Bitcoin staking, Bitcoin DeFi protocols and so on. So to achieve that, Bitcoin verification is very important, right? So settle back to Bitcoin layer 1 is a key difference. Sidechains is just sidechain. We have to trust the sidechain, which is difficult, assumption, right? But people trust Bitcoin. People trust Bitcoin security. Bitcoin is still the ultimate, most decentralized, highest level security network in the world. So transactions eventually settle back to Bitcoin is a key thing we need.
And you're convinced you can pull that off?
We're committing a lot of SHA-256 kind of commits on the BigVN community. We have quite a lot of interesting architect and prototype codes already delivered. And we've been talking to a lot of the ZK researchers. And I think we found a very exciting solution, which is pretty innovative, without actually the Bitcoin upgradation of Opcat, deliver this Bitcoin-friendly stock proof. And actually it's cost benefiting. It's not that expensive compared to another approach to deliver this Bitcoin finality.
Okay. There was an article that just recently came out in the Defiant that said Bitcoin layer 2, Bitlayer, overtakes Merlin as scaling battle heats up. And it showed you with this majority market share of like 31% on these layer 2s compared with some of these other attempts.
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of support from the retail community and also some of the institutional whales. Recent updates we had was we got Franklin Templeton, one of the major Bitcoin ETF licensed firm from the United States, lead our round on Series A, which is quite a big signal in the TradeFi space. So Bitcoin Nashville was certainly very great. 2 days before the conference, we announced it. So a lot of people will start talking to us. We are the number one and the total locked value among all the Bitcoin infrastructure projects based on the DeFi Llama data. So, but I think still we are early stage compared to all the Ethereum DeFi layer twos like Arbitrum. They are a couple of billion. We're still kind of early stage.
You're like $500 million right now, something like that.
Yeah, we have around $500 million. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.